Bring an attorney and political commentator, Wendy Patrick, right now on this. Wendy, good morning to you.
Good morning, Maria.
What are your thoughts on this Trump phenomenon?
You know, when it comes to controversial comments, Donald Trump is the gift that keeps on giving. I mean, we have something almost daily to discuss that he has said.
It's true.
But has that kept him in the spotlight? You know, remember we were having the same conversation when he made the illegal immigration comments. Same conversation when he talked about John McCain not being a war
I thought he
hero.
was out after the John McCain comment.
And so did a lot of other people. And here we are talking about the same thing. You got to wonder, is it just words? Because this is not a practical proposal. How would you determine what religion somebody is? It's not on our driver's license. It's not on our passports. Maybe it's on our online dating profile as we were looking through the San Bernardino shooters' profiles. But nobody tells the truth there anyway. How would we ever enforce this? So you wonder if he's just not dialing up the rhetoric. He gets a lot of attention. He's able to then describe in a little more detail what his proposals really are. Of course, he's clarified this. Oh, it's just the short term, and I love Muslims. That's not what I meant to convey. So you've got to wonder whether those that in the polls are saying that they think he's the front runner, are they going to be put off by this? So far, the answer is no.
People are not put off by him.
They're not.
Look at the numbers, you guys.
Yeah, the polls are also media driven. I mean, at the end of the day, people who are constantly paying attention to media, and he has the most media, he gets the most clicks. So
that's right, every day.
At the box, at the ballot box would be it'd be interesting, at least to me, to watch. Don't forget that this story's played out globally before. European politics have turned into a certified circus. Clowns have ran and been popular and voted for before. When you basically vote the entire edifice of politics off the island, you just wake up one day and you say, hey, I'll just vote for the clown.
I wouldn't call him a clown.
Yeah,
he's got 32% of the vote. I mean, he's got a huge following.
I think
don't see him as a clown.
Clowns are popular. I mean,
to you, but not to the audience.
And I've been critical of Donald Trump, but when you talk to people, people in this country are afraid. And you have leadership that is not making them feel better.
Absolutely.
And you talk to people who aren't even supporters of his, and they start saying, well, you hear that, well, let's think about what he's really talking about. And it would be temporary. So you see, slowly but surely, people really considering what he's talking about in the broad scope. And I'll say this, and nobody wishes this on this country, but if there's another terror event, even small in this country, he's not only going to win this nomination, he's going to win the election.
Yeah.
Period.
I agree with you.
He will win next year, if that happens.
So what happens now, Wendy?
Well, you know exactly right. There's a visceral response that we have to comments like this. Now, viscerally, we know we shouldn't talk like this, but there's a certain segment of society, a large segment of society, that thinks, I want to stay safe, and that's my number one priority
100%.
in this day and age. And to those people, comments like this are very strong, and they resonate. So that probably is going to explain why I don't think he's going to see a significant drop in the polls, just like he didn't after the other controversial comments.
But safety and xenophobia are two very different things.
They
I mean, it's not like
absolutely.
Rubio's not running on safety. It's not like Cruz isn't running on safety. Safety, you have multiple candidates on that front.
Well, Trump is running on his toughness. The fact that he keeps saying, I am going to do something, whereas the current president, President Obama, is just reluctant to call out terrorism for what it's been.
Yeah, I mean, back to what the metaphor, I mean, the clown versus the possum, the clown is always going to be more popular. I haven't seen a possum at a circus in a long time.
But it's a president that says ISIS is contained, it's a JV. The rhetoric has just not been true. And as soon as he says it, something horrible happens.
He's weak. He's weak on this terrorism story.
The one thing I was going to say with the Victoria's Secret fashion show, that's actually where I met Donald Trump for the first time, was at the Victoria's Secret fashion show. I met him and Melania. This was years ago.
Oh, God.
So he knows he's everywhere.
He was at the...
He was a guest.
diamond-encrusted bra.
He was a guest sitting in the audience at the Victoria's Secret fashion show here in New York City.
Well, nothing wrong with that,
No. But he knows everybody.
Thank you so much for that. That's fun. Wendy Patrick, good to have you on the program.
Thank you, Maria.
Great.